yeah. So I mean, the kisses, it's fine. It's good.
Fine.
It's pleasant.
Was there a kiss roll?
Is there a kiss
my
roll? Oh my god.
Yeah.
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 No, don't do that. No. You
You
said it
gotta
was
see
nice.
if Castro's mouth's like,
No. You said it was nice. I'm just kidding. It was nice.
what?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Just
Just like,
yeah.
So as they part, she's probably got a big blush on her face, and she says, "I've never done that with someone before, Tucker."
And he's like, "Well, glad to be your first.
It was nice.
Maybe we'll do it again sometime."
Maybe. I gotta leave soon. I'm on the road. I'm traveling, Tucker. So,
You think maybe I could go along?
Tucker. And I'm gonna kind of give him his shoulder like a nice squeeze or something, maybe a bit sympathetic, and say, "I don't think you want to go on this journey. I think
Ah.
you should find your own. Something nice."
And there's a moment of like a little dejection as he kind of recognizes that like you are like turning him down, and you're being polite about it. He goes, "Yeah, okay. I can."
I don't
I can
mean
do
it like that. I don't mean it like that. I hope you know where we're going.
It's a good dance. It's a good dance. I appreciate it, Kestrel.
Okay.
Ask him if he
Yeah.
has picked up a sword in his entire life.
yeah,
Maybe that's-
if he has, then maybe he can come along.
I should get back to, working though. Don't want my mom, get mad and nothing. Yeah, and he kind of awkwardly heads back to the bar a little bit though.
Yeah.
Now, yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And Kestra will kind of stand there and feel like she did something wrong, but it was still nice. It was a nice dance.
My
And
God, I'm.
Kestra's probably gonna, I don't know.
Well, no, don't leave yet because I'm fucking seeing this shit. A
Yeah.
kiss, and then Gunoff's out, and I'm like, God. I whispered to Sharp, I'm
and I are
like,
like,
these kids are capricious as hell. Give me a second. I need to try to save this.
I was literally about to be like, Steve, do
God,
something.
good. I'm gonna put on the Irish jig song. I'm like, all right. I'm gonna say, everybody, gather around. I'm gonna teach you a great song. We're gonna end this is gonna be the nightcap. Everybody, grab hands. We're getting in a circle. I'm gonna yell for Gunoff. 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 All right, he'll be in here in a second. He'll come halfway through. So we all join hands. We're running and jumping in a circle. Here's the moves. Rosalind, come on. Everybody's in. It's going to be great. We're going to work up a sweat. We're going to go to bed afterwards. Let's go. Albus, you join my hand. Come here. I need a strong lead with me. I'm assuming he's...
We never did
Sounds good.
get to Albus and Wolf's conversation while they were dancing.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
Is there anything you wanted to chat about with Wolf in particular, Albus?
That's fine.
Okay.
All right. So we're dancing. Circle.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a good, lively dance.
Okay.
Some people are into it more than others. Wolf is as he's doing his best. He's just sort of in it for whatever this experience is.
Yeah.
Being in a building, doing dancing, listening to music. This is all like, whoa, that's happening.
You know, you can either do the
Yeah.
moves or you're just jumping in a circle, and that's fine too.
There's definitely some element if he goes to jump, and it's definitely like that when, the guy that's maybe too big to be doing it, but he's doing it with you all, it's like boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
Cool.
The floor's shaking.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay.
All right.
Should we backtrack and do Albus and Wolf? Because Sean,
yeah, I didn't mean to.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Cool. Well, is it bedtime? Where's Gunolf?
Gunolf.
Once the dancing is done, you see there's no Gunolf. He's left.
Yeah. Hey, somebody should probably go find Gunolf before we go to bed.
Yeah, Kestrel, I think so. Why don't... Oh, gosh, I'm tired, though. Do you want to go find him?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, probably. You're right. That's a good idea. Go ahead and go find him.
I am the best tracker. I could go find him.
No, I mean, I'm sure you look tired. Why don't we have Kestrel just go find him?
Oh, I am not tired. I can hunt for many days at a time.
Well, actually, I had a question about one of your quests anyways. I thought now would be a good time.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your question?
Yeah. So, Kestrel, why don't you... I think Gunolf's going to this. Why don't you go find Gunolf and...
Okay, I'm gonna go find Gunolf, I guess.
Okay.
After all,
Yeah, I'm
How
gonna
hard
leave
you
out
searching?
the tavern. I'm like walk out the tavern because he stepped out. I saw that much, I think.
And where did Gunolf go to?
Gunolf went to the farm.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, is he gonna go make out with
to-
Flora?
no, his old mentor.
No.
Yeah. He's gonna go make out with his old mentor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I go step outside, and I don't see him there, probably.
You do not. You can see that there is lively discussion and movement over in the boutique. But other than that, you don't see much nightlife at the town. There are, now that the sun is set, there are certain buildings that have like their lights on and whatnot. You can see movement inside the place that was labeled as a parlor. It looks like there's, I don't know, a larger shape or person in there moving about. But yeah, no Gunolf.
So, I'm gonna search the bond to see if I can locate him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you get a direction that you could follow, roughly.
Okay. Seeing as nobody else wanted to go, I guess I'm just gonna take off into the night by myself. And
Roz?
fucking go find him.
Roz knew how to find Gunolf before. I think she would be the one to go if there was another person to go.
Yeah, nobody else stepped up, so
I already
you
did
know,
earlier.
I'm
This is
going.
on me. You
I'm not talking
you fix
about
what you did.
I'm just. I didn't do anything. I'm gonna
You'll
go
be
find
fine.
him. I can search the bond for him. I'm gonna go find him at the
Okay.
farm.
But Gunolf, you get to the farm.
Mhm.
Are you looking for Cassius, Dr. Cassius?
Yes, this is he knows he could be of help, and he's trying to distract himself with everything else, and he's gonna go to the farm. Cassius might be asleep or whatever because he was tired, but he's gonna do what he can to make sure that they're stocked up, potions ready, anything and everything is available for the care of the patients.
Okay. And it is Caius. I fucked it up, so don't follow my lead.
Yeah, I know.
okay. You can correct me if I'm wrong. That is allowed.
All right.
You go in, you check, and where you had seen him earlier, where they had the patients before, and things are still quiet, although you can hear the occasional like shifting or like kind of murmurs, like people say like talking or like moving in their sleep, but where you had seen it before, there were a lot of like extra boxes and other things like that of all the potions and other things like that, all the that kind of pharmaceutical stuff, and it's all still there. You start just sort of trying to do a bit of a hey, do they have this, hey, do they have that. I mean, they're decently well stocked, all things considered. They definitely have gone through materials. It's a couple of crates are short, a couple of different things, but everything seems to be in order. Dr. Caius has got a very strong, a good sense of what he needs, and it's not like he's been blowing through his reserves. It seems to be about what you'd expect from him.
Okay. I'd organize things to make it easier for him to access, because he did train me, so I'd like to get things in a way that he would be not looking for any particular thing. Check up on the patients, making sure that there's nothing that they have that's that care within the next little bit.
Yeah. So you basically rummage. There's a couple of newer crates of stuff. You organize and sort of go through them. A brief kind of peek into the kind of where they're keeping some of the patients here in the bar, or the what do you want to call it? Was it the barn or was it the stable? That's the word I'm looking for. The stables. In the stables, brief kind of peek in. Sure enough, everything seems fine. Other than they definitely seem to be having some potentially very vivid night terrors. It's obvious just the way that they're very restless as they sleep.
Check their chart and make sure that that if I'm able to give them something to just alleviate at least the night terror, active, fidgety, see if this is something that they can be administered and just kind of make it easier on them.
So you checked a couple of the charts, and the one that you do notice is getting really close to being about the time, judging by what the chart is saying and when it was last administered. It should be done here in a couple of minutes, 15 minutes or so. But as you're looking around, there's a sort of you hear footsteps and a lamp behind you. And as you turn to look, you see Dr. Caius behind you, and he's like, "Oh, Gunolf, what brings you here? I was and you can see he's got a bit of the fur on him is ruffled in such a way he was probably sleeping. And he says, "I see you've checking in on the patients. I was just about to administer some of the sedatives myself. You are not busy. I thought that you might be, given everything with the witch and your companions."
No, I needed to go, and I kind of promised to help. Yeah, this at least I know I can help you out. I'm here to help, sir.
And he's like, "Well, very well then. Here, grab a couple cc's of blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna make this much of terms." And he has you help him administer the sedative to one of the patients, who's becoming more increasingly restless as they're kind of getting closer and closer to waking up. Kestrel, when you arrive on the farm, you see Dr. Caius with a lamp kind of moving up to the farm and enter it as you kind of arrive at the property. And you, through the bond, know that he is in there with Gunolf.
Okay, well, probably
do you get an emotional sense?
I could search it for an emotional sense if I wanted to.
Okay, I'm just curious if it was automatic or...
It's automatic if we touch.
You also see there's movement inside the house on the property. And there is light, stranger light colors and whatnot coming from the cellar underneath the house.
Okay. Well, I'm probably gonna step up and look inside, see what they're doing. If there's a window, is there?
There are a couple of windows in the stable overall, but they look into like where some of the patients are. So like, are you trying to find the one with
like bird one gun off? I don't actually care about the patients right now. That can wait till tomorrow.
So Gunolf is currently where one of the patients is.
Okay.
But yeah, because the windows only kind of go into look like where the horses would be.
Sure.
And then
can I tell he's occupied?
Mm-hmm.
You can actually hear some.
If you could see his face, you could probably see that tears are streaming down, and he's just trying to distract himself.
Okay, well, I'm gonna search that emotional bond now.
Oh.
Maybe he's just crying because he's happy.
Mm-hmm. Had a great day.
It is immense sadness and disappointment.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what's going on there, so I guess I should go comfort and see what's going on, you know? Because this is coming from nowhere, you know, to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna head into the barn, maybe knock to sort of announce my presence, and go, Gunolf, you in here? I know he's in here, but.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm here.
And I come over slowly, and I say, you all right? I don't mean to pry into how you're feeling, but it's kind of hard, you know, through the bond to not feel sometimes. And I could see that you were upset, so.
I'm sorry about the spirit thing, and I'm sorry about asking about your time in the shop. I'm sorry I keep on messing things up. I'm sorry that it seems like everything I do, I keep on disappointing you. I'm sorry. And he's going to continue to work.
Gunolf, I'm not mad at you. You know that, right? And I sort of reach out and I grab his good hand or his good arm or whatever. I don't want to bother him from what he's doing too much. And I say, feel that? I'm not. I show him my feelings. It's just concern, mostly.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm like getting into character here. So
good. Eye on camera.
Mm-hmm. No, maybe I'm sorry. I'm sorry to front load you with all these things as you're just coming out into this world. I'm sorry that I'm sorry to load you down where you can I feel like you should be able to dance, and I'm sorry that you feel like not continuing to dance.
Gunolf, are you upset that I danced with someone?
No, I'm not upset you danced with someone. I just wish that I would have been the dance that you had, but that's not your responsibility. You were invited. I'm sorry.
But if I don't understand, I really don't. Can you explain what's happening right now? I don't understand.
Dr. Caius does say, Gunolf, it's fine. I have things here. You're welcome to take a walkabout with your friend.
Okay.
Cool.
So,
Are we gonna get up?
yeah.
Cool. So
I'll,
I kind of guide him by the shoulder, even though he's a little taller than me, and we walk out. And we walk around the property a little bit.
just kind of stare at the night sky. As
Yeah.
I assume we're going to the night sky.
It's definitely night.
It is definitely night.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were partying until the AM. Just kidding.
And I say, I don't really understand what's happening right now. I thought we got along. I thought we were friends. You know, you said you like me. I like you. I thought. I mean, I know that we've had some awkward, some weird tension recently, and maybe things aren't going right everywhere. But that's okay. I'm not mad at you. So I just. Can you tell me what's going on?
He's gonna continue staring up at the night sky. It's like as much as I want to I don't know the right way to put this, but I want to fix this curse. So I can spend so much more time. And I keep on just thinking about, like, you've now got this bright future ahead of you, whereas my future, I'm not certain I have, so I can't determine if it's something that I'm trying to front load and trying to experience things in life while I know I have it, or what the deal is. And yes, we are friends, and yes, I do like you, but I don't know the right way, and I don't know if I have the time.
Time for what? Gone off the time for what?
When I talked to you, I was talking about how I like you, and that there was feelings there that I wanted to be like more romantic at the time, but
Oh.
I don't know if this is just me feeling rushed and that I need to feel something before I lose all feeling in general, or if it's really there. But seeing you out on the dance floor with Tucker, there was jealousy, there was sadness, there was, and as weird as it is to put out there, there was almost a little bit of a gladness. Not for me, no, for you, that you get to experience these things. And I don't have in the cards for me.
She feels kind of really effing embarrassed and guilty now. You can feel that through the book, because I still got my hand on your shoulder, and I'm like, oh, I hope you know I didn't know. I didn't know that's what you meant. I'm sorry. And Kestrel does not know what to do about all this. But she says, I think I think I don't know what to say, but what I'll tell you how I feel, and I feel like I was just trying to live in the moment a little bit, you know? I was just trying to have these experiences that were taken from me, the life that I couldn't have. And I just wanted to live. And he was nice, and he was cute, and he asked me to dance, and that's, you know, he asked me to come with me too, you know, and I told him no. Because that's really what it was. It was just an experience. But I didn't do it to make you jealous or upset or any of that.
You didn't know that, and it's hard to say that you knew now. It's just, I feel like after I confess these things to you initially, just, it seems like I can't do anything right. And so the one thing that I know how to do right is be of help to people. So that's why I came here. That's why I came to see Dr. Caius and help him with his patients, see what help I could give. It's the only thing I know I can do, and so.
Understand. But Gunnulf, you tell me how much you're scared of the life you're not gonna have left, and I think maybe you should try living a little bit too.
I'm trying. And I'm trying to experience all the things that I know that I will miss not being able to feel. But there's hope that I don't have to worry about that we're gonna fix this. And I know that we're both on this path. We're both saying we're gonna fix this. And so I'm just trying to feel like I have time, even though I don't at the moment know how long it will be. And Tucker is nice. I know Tucker's nice.
Yeah. But why didn't you ask me to dance? Gun?
I was going to, but Tucker was there first. And we did dance with Myru. And I thought it would be nice to dance again, but seems he already had his eyes set, and he was already there when the opportunity arose. And so I didn't think about it too much until you guys kissed, in which I had to leave.
Yeah. I get that. Look, I might dance, you know? I might go and do things, and I don't think I'm you know, Kestrel's mate for life. Did you know that? And I don't think I've lived enough to choose someone like that yet. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I understand.
So
there's a lot of life that we have to live yet.
So I'm willing to dance. But I'm not done living quite yet. There's still so much of the world that I want to see, and so much that I want to be before before things like that happen for me.
Mhm.
So I'm sure that's not what you wanted to hear, but
I think you should dance. And you should fly free.
are we still friends, Gun?
Still friends. And I would still love to dance.
Okay. Do you want to dance right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So, with no music whatsoever,
Mhm.
I'm going to step in front of Gunoff, going to, wrap my hands around your shoulders, and I'm gonna do a little high school sway out in the fields at night.
Okay.
Cute.
And then
Yeah.
that's it.
I'd love to do a dip roll too. I don't know if that's
I don't know.
I don't know.
You
You
are
didn't
the
watch
best
Steve do
dancer,
it. Are you gonna know how?
If you roll well enough.
I mean, I danced with Myru before, so I have a feeling, and I was the highest roll there
You
too.
get the highest
so-
score.
That's true. That's true.
He's the highest scoring guy.
So
Well,
Do it.
I'd
you
be
make
up
us
for
roll,
it.
Jason, or
Yeah,
Proper.
double dex. I need
Double dex.
one dex roll from each of you.
all right, time to roll like shit. 2.
And a 4.
Uh-oh.
At least y'all are in like grass. You know, so when you fall.
yes.
You both basically fall flat next to each other
Uh,
in the grass, looking up at the stars, and
And-
you just kind of laugh it off.
Yeah, no.
I laugh so hard.
Gunoff would laugh so hard.
I laugh so hard, and I lean over to him and I go, "Hey, Gunoff,
Hey, what?
you want to know a secret?
What's that?
I'm not really good at dancing."
I've just been faking it until I make it on my own too.
You fake it really good, though. You got first
The-
place in that competition.
I dance with the feeling, and
Yeah.
and
Well.
I was feeling pretty good, and I was feeling it was so much fun.
And now you don't feel good at all. That's okay. And I just kind of look up at the stars and I say, my brother and I used to do this when we were in the grove together.
Stare up
We
at the
don't.
stars.
We'd climb to the top of the marrow trees.
Mhm.
And we'd part the membrane of the canopy. And we'd get on top of it. And then after the fire had finished raining from the sky, we'd get on top and we'd lay out. And we'd look up at the stars together. And he'd tell me about where we came from and all of his hunts. And it was a peaceful time for us. It's a time we actually got to just be, you know?
Hmm.
So this is nice.
This is nice. And then taking the cue of that, will be like, did I ever tell you about a story about when I was growing up? And I don't have a story prepared, so this is going to be great. Let's see what we come
You're
up
gonna do
on the
so
fly.
well.
Is it because Gunoff's making it up?
Oh shit!
I would say that he's not making it up, but it's just like I don't know how much are we gonna make up on the fly here. So
We can
stream
make
of
it up,
consciousness.
or we could cut to black and imply you gave me a story.
Yeah,
Two
we can cut to
options.
black and imply I gave you a story.
There you go. And if it's a very important story for the plot later, you
Mhm.
can reference it, and we can be like, "Oh, that is the story he told."
There's the reference plot story, yes. All right, cool.
Okay.
Nice.
Back at the inn, what's everybody up to? Wolf's over there like, well, I feel I should not tell the story until the young pup is back, if he did want to hear about it, like you said.
Yeah, maybe we save the story for another time. That's a good point. I mean, I might go to bed.
Okay.
We still have our camp events.
I will wait up.
So duplicitous.
I will wait up for Kestrel. Make sure she gets back.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But Lori and Penn, they can facilitate giving each of you guys a room. There are 5 rooms available.
I don't need a room.
However you guys want.
Thanks, Lori.
Are you just gonna like hang out in the
I'll just
bar
sit in the
downstairs all
kitchen
night?
area.
No,
Yeah.
that's not weird.
Okay, fine.
Girls' room together.
Yeah, I'll stay
I'm not
in Castrol's room. Keep watch. I'm a watchdog. Sit on the floor.
Cool.
Where have you been?
Turn on the lamp.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So, do you guys? What are you getting? 2 rooms? 3 rooms? What are we doing? We care? Anyone want to-
2's fine.
it should
I
be
think.
fine.
I thought you said she was getting us
I
5
mean,
rooms.
No, there are 5 rooms available.
Oh.
But so you can. I mean, you get 5 rooms if you want 5
2
rooms.
I mean, 2 rooms is fine. Well, how many beds are to a room?
We might need 3 now that Wolf's with us. Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Yeah, get us
my
3 rooms.
God.
Get us 3 rooms.
Well,
Sure.
what about
Okay.
5 just in case Tucker wants one last?
What about
goodbye?
5 rooms? Well, yeah. What if Gloria comes back and she needs a room?
There are 6 rooms within the bar and board, and Folia already has a room actually.
Oh.
So she, yeah,
It's already here.
that's what. That's why there's only 5 of them available. Yeah.
Who's
Is it 10 zenith per room, or I'm sorry, 10 silver per room, or is it 10 silver per person? Technically,
I was actually trying to find that myself. It's okay.
Meat
Hold on.
room.
Full rest village, 5 silver allows 1 person to rest for the night. So 10 silver a room. Oh, they say village town. We're getting a little specific there. It's fine. We'll use the village prices. 10 silver per room for the night.
cool.
So for 3 rooms, that is 30 silver.
I have marked it.
Chump change,
Thanks, Dad.
frankly.
Yeah.
Are
thanks.
we doing our camp events too?
You guys
Well,
are
when we get
definitely-
back,
Okay.
But yes, so we can kind of start a bit of that phase, but I guess it depends. Yeah, at some point, Kestrel and Gunoff come back, and you guys mechanically we can do your events for the night.
somebody want to do anything when we're coming, or does nobody care?
I don't think so.
Okay. Camp events it is.
Okay, we arrive.
You arrive.
You made it back.
Yeah. Is anybody on the bottom floor, or are we just coming in and having to orient ourselves on our own?
Roz is still sitting at the table sipping on an ale.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Yeah.
oh. Sorry, yeah.
And
Thought you were talking about Sharp. She's just down there staring straight ahead, doing.
That's where she's keeping watch.
and Wolf is still down there as well.
Okay.
For the record. I
Well-
was trying to find all of the new camp activity rules in case there
Oh
were,
no.
because they're all fancy now in the new book.
I went to bed.
still
I'm
gonna use-
tired. I danced a lot.
Played Cupid.
Okay.
Failed at playing Cupid, and now I'm. Well, I guess Tucker. No, that failed too. So I don't know. Yeah.
Well, that wasn't
It's
your
true.
fault.
Well, what's everyone want to do for their camp activities as everyone heads back?
Sharp daydreams. Like normal.
Okay.
As usual.
Yeah, I got a lot of conversations I wanted like during the dancing and stuff. So I'm just gonna do my daydream, like meditate before bed thing.
Okay. So yeah, do you know what you want to do, Gunnolf?
It's gonna be the probably. Well, I have a few things that happen at night. First off, I get 2 of my trade points back. I'm just making sure. Yes. Yes.
Sorry.
Maya?
No, I
Yes?
know what I want to do. And it involves
Oh, okay.
Rosalind with her consent.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
I'll
Let me
wait.
make sure. With the winds of trade. Oh no. Is there was a regen of it. We'll get back to that. But basically, I need to go out and purchase to make sure my inventory points are 100%. So I think that is spending 100 silver to put my trade points back to full.
I was going to ask
Doing the-
if potentially the things that Foley was supplying us would sort of serve as that, or if there were going to be items on top of.
As far as like,
She's going to give us like potions and elixirs and stuff, and we're down
yes.
IP.
Mhm.
Steve and I also are down some from that last fight.
So let's see, how much IP do you get after resting in a town? Is it only a certain amount?
You can purchase. I think it's 10 silver per IP or something like that.
I thought. I guess it is. I guess nothing automatically recovers it.
Yeah.
One of their inventory points in particular.
Yes,
Blah, blah, blah.
I
Yeah.
get two-
So
two
here's the
trade
thing.
points.
I'm not going to say that happens like yet, but I can let you know that it will happen effectively. She will effectively completely recharge her inventory points.
Okay.
So use that knowledge however you would like. So if you want to not spend the silver to do that now, so that you guys can just or if you want to blow through your IP points right now so that it'll all come back later, you can do that as well if you would prefer.
I need to make sure that it's with Edgar, if that is the camp rest is the forge.
I'm pretty sure. I was just looking at it. The burning the midnight oil thing, Camp Forge.
Yeah, is Camp Forge the also the thing later on for doing the qualities?
Oh, I don't remember that much.
Yeah, you could go ahead and get to the scene with Chris and Maya if that's going to happen, and I'll read up on this.
Time to kidnap Chris.
Okay.
Kestrel comes over, Rosalind's like,
Yeah.
rejected.
Oh no! Yeah, you're just sitting at the table with your ale, yeah?
And my invisible book that's not invisible to you.
And you're not anymore.
Yeah, but Wolf greets you when you come in, Kestrel.
does he?
Kestrel. Good. You're back.
Yeah, and
I assume you came back with Gun as well.
I did. Yeah, I came back with Gunoff, but Gunoff is sort of gone off to do his own shit, I assume.
Oh, well, no. If I'm there, then yeah, let's do the
Fuck.
whole thing.
Get away
Yeah.
from me. No, I look at Wolf and I go, yeah, I found him. We had a chat.
This is good. The chats are good.
I think it was a productive chat.
Okay.
Wolf, did
Is-
you see any of what happened earlier, or I just out of curiosity? Oh, sorry.
Whoa. Wow, that's like 3 times in one session.
Yeah,
tonight
I know,
already.
That means
I
it shows up like
can't.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, it does. Oh God.
And curiosity has taken over Wolf.
He goes, I saw that you turned down the young buck earlier. I take it he was not to your liking.
Well, he wanted to come with us, and
No.
yeah,
You
that
made a
was-
wise choice, yes.
I didn't. That's not. Yeah, you understand.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Too fragile. He would break.
yeah, he would.
Not
was
like
fun,
you,
though.
Gunoff. You are surprisingly strong, despite how
Fucking
fragile
A.
you are.
Thank you, I guess.
Mm.
That Well, I mean, coming from you, that's a huge compliment. So
And he
actually,
gives you-
thank
he-
you very much.
He kind of like pats you, hits you on the shoulder, and it kind of hurts a little bit.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely hurts a little bit.
Yeah,
But
cool.
then he's like, well, it is good that you are both back and safe. I will head up to one of these places where we are to sleep. The rooms I hear that we have traded for
Yes.
with small shinies. I am learning, yes. But
Good
rest
job.
well. And then he
Thank you.
heads upstairs.
Okay, well, good night, I guess.
Unless you stop him.
No, fuck you.
Wow.
But it's just you're both standing there, you're both chatting. He's like he's feeling like maybe he doesn't need to be here anymore.
Yeah, no, you go to bed, I guess. You know, I want to talk to somebody else anyway. And I'm gonna look to Gunnolf and I'm gonna be like, well, I'm gonna go talk to Rosalind now. So you have a good night.
All right. Good night, Kestrel.
Yeah. We're better now. To be clear, we're better, but you know, I gotta do this. So see ya.
So get
Anyway.
the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck away from me.
Jeez.
I don't want you here.
Yeah, I don't.
Not for this scene.
No, I don't. Go away.
Nothing says you're better like frantically telling someone that you're better.
Yeah, so I go over to Roslyn and I look to see, is Gunnolf gone or is he still here?
Oh no, he'll go to like his room or whatever to get. Yeah, he's got other things to do.
Good dude, so good, cool. He's a productive guy. And I take a seat at the table with Roslyn. I'm like, did you see that earlier? I danced with the cute guy.
I did see that, yes. Sort of sat there watching all of you. Seemed like you were having a good time.
Yeah, that was. And I'm just kind of like heart's going a little bit thinking about it, and I'm like, I've never done that before. Have you ever danced with a cute guy before, Roslyn?
I have. It is fun in its own way. But I also noticed that you made him a little sad at the end, too.
Yeah. He said he wanted to come with us after I said we were traveling, and I said he should travel, and I guess maybe he can't come with us.
I don't think he has any idea how dangerous that would be.
Exactly. But I think he thought maybe I just didn't want him around. And I had fun. I did. But you know, I can't stick around, right? So it was just fun.
Well, I don't know that you've had a lot of fun for a while. So, to me, you should take advantage whenever you get the chance.
Exactly. That's what I meant by it. I feel bad though. I didn't want him to be sad. I thought we could both just have some fun and then that was it. And
Well, you've got a lot to learn in those regards, because you probably also saw that someone else was sad.
I did.
And how did that go?
I went and I talked. Well, I didn't know what he meant. You know, when he told me he liked me the first time, he said he liked me, and I like him too. Yeah, we're friends. I didn't know he meant like it was it meant something different when he said it. You know, I'm not. I know words, yeah, but I don't always know how you guys use words. So when he said that, I didn't think anything of it. But then he was very upset. So, and then he explained to me what he meant, and I feel bad about that too, but he wants something, I think, that I don't Yeah, I just got out of prison, so I don't. I don't know if I. That's a lot. That's a lot. And I can't. I can't do that right now. Do you know what I mean?
I do. And I don't think Gunoff is very good with words. But he's good with actions. He's dependable. He helps people whenever he can. And we're going to try our best to figure out how to lift this curse from him. And when we do,
Exactly.
hopefully he won't feel so rushed.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope. Gunoff's my friend. I care about him. I want him to be better. And that's why I wanted to trade so hard for information to help him at the table. I'm not mad at him, even though he thinks he keeps doing things wrong. But yeah, I think he needs. I think we need to help him fix that, so he doesn't feel like I'm his only option. You know?
That's sort of exactly what I was trying to tell him as well. I'm glad to hear you say that, though. It shows a surprising maturity from you.
Well, I don't always get everything. But, you know, the fun thing about feeling people's emotions all the time means that you know how to process feelings sometimes, I guess. I don't know.
No, it
Maybe?
makes sense. I mean, you're probably more in tune with them than I am. I closed myself off for a long time. You, fair or not, have the burden, but also the benefit of getting to feel what other people feel in a way that few others can say they experience. It makes you empathetic. And the world's going to need a lot of that if it's going the direction that it looks like it is.
Yeah. How you doing, by the way? You're sitting here looking maybe a little... I mean, you don't usually look much different than this. But sad, I guess.
You know, finding someone else who walked the same path as Neravine helps. And on the one hand, it doesn't feel like I'm any closer to her. But on the other hand, it feels like I've never been this close for a long time. So, I'm okay, all things considered. I don't know. My head's always in a jumble. I flip between thinking about the prospect of finding my sister and a woman getting stabbed over the table at a meal. I think about the good things we've seen over this journey and the way that you and Gunoff and others have helped people. And then I think about some of the awful things that we saw in a laboratory. I mean, I'm not surprised there's both good and bad in the world, but traveling like this and leaving Kesslaw for the first time in a long time is a reminder that everybody's facing their own problems.
Yeah. Hard to worry about everybody's problems all at once, though.
Well, you should know better than anybody, really, but...
Yes, in some ways.
I think it's
But,
why we need to
you
get
know-
to Casimir, so we know exactly what it is we're dealing with. That's primarily for Albus's sake, but even now I myself am both dreading what's there, but also desperate to find out.
I'll be honest, it's all kind of the same amount of terrifying and new to me, so... But I do want to know what's there. So...
What?
I guess we'll be leaving here soon, yeah?
I think our goal is to set off tomorrow. We talked about the prospect of helping Folia in the morning, but beyond that, I'm not sure what else would keep us here. If Gunoff and the others have a chance to restock, then the sooner we can get to Casimir, the better. Especially because, I mean, we didn't really talk about this much with the group, but Lyra, the woman riding the wyvern seemed pretty insistent that we not go. So I think before
So that
there's
means we
anything
should?
before there's anything else that stops us, I think we need to get there so that Albus can get his answers.
Okay. That makes sense. Was she going there?
I mean, it's been 2 months. I don't remember.
The answer is yes.
The answer was yes.
Oh, she was gonna still go.
She's
Wait, I'm
gone.
sorry. Lyra was headed up towards Casimir.
It does
yes.
sound familiar.
Yeah.
Then
Said that her and her team, because I was the one who played her, her and her team had were trying to sanction the area, and yeah,
so then
to perform their investigation.
you mentioned she
They
might.
get there much faster than we could. Yeah.
We may
Yeah.
we may run into her again, and hopefully after our little talk earlier, at least we'll be a little bit better prepared for that. But it doesn't matter.
Is she nice?
I think Albus is hell bent on going, and I'm not going to be the one to stop him.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a lot of problems for tomorrow.
Right.
But hey, I was thinking a lot about, living a little, right? And trying to enjoy the moment. Been a lot of talks about that with several people today. So, and while I was dancing with Tucker, he talked about this gambling ring that he goes and plays at one of his friend's house, and I thought of you, and you like to gamble, and I thought, what could be fun is I don't know, we could play some cards. You could teach me, and use my camping skill on you, and take a skill from you. Yeah, but I didn't say that in character.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I will show you the ropes, but if I ever catch you doing this with anybody who's out of your league, we're going to have a conversation.
Kill you myself.
Oh, how will I know if they're out of my league, Roz?
Well, you remember that time you tried to steal something from the market?
You didn't see that.
Yeah, well, we talked about it the next day. It was a pretty confrontational point.
Yeah. Yeah, they had to go. Remember, you had to go back to the market and try to resolve it.
The only reason Roz didn't get involved before that was because she wasn't there for any of it, but she damn sure heard about it after the fact. I don't know why you think she wouldn't have.
Kestrel's like, no,
That
it's
didn't
not-
happen. I'm like, oh yeah, my mistake. Whoops.
I think you have me confused with somebody.
She used the camp skill on me, and now I don't fucking know anything anymore.
It's not. I didn't do it. I didn't try it. I didn't really know that stealing was wrong. I won't do it again. I promise.
Just, if you're ever approaching anything where that much money is on the line, don't. Play for fun. Play for a bit of money, too. But if you go outside your means and you do something foolish again... And she just lets the end of that sentence hang.
We can gamble something else if you like. And she'll reach into her back pocket and she'll pull out the multi-tool and
Oh god.
that cool rock that she found. And what else do I have in my backpack?
A fork.
I have a silver fork. Yeah, I'm gonna put those out on the table and be like, okay, I'll gamble.
That's a
these.
familiar fork, huh?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
really wants that.
Oh, let's do some more trauma.
And Rosalind will wager
Yeah.
the cloak that she gave to Kestrel that one time. And that way, if she
Nice.
loses, then it can just be hers.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm not gonna wager all of it. I'll wager who do I want to wager? The multi-tool. You can have the multi-tool. I'm not gonna wager all of that because you get more than me. That's
fine.
not fair.
And I gotta be honest, I don't really
Cool.
want the fork.
Whoa, what?
All right.
your,
Cool.
your blood spattered fork.
It's clean. I pilfered it before. How are you gonna teach me, Roslyn?
Well,
Or even just what?
I think we're gonna start with that time-honored tradition of, what's it called? 3-card Monty, where you get the 3 cups.
Mhm.
and she can use some, sleight of hand to be like, all right, so we take this, and she's got like a silver piece. We're not calling them zeniths anymore, apparently. And puts it under one of the cups, and then like moves them around in such a way that, especially for somebody who's new to following it, probably can't, because like it looks like it's definitely going to be under one of them, but it's not. So I would imagine. I mean, Jason can make a check to see if you pick up on it. You could be precocious. I don't know.
I'm a very insightful person, you could say.
Ooh.
Let's see. So it's probably like a double dex from Roz versus a double insight from Kestrel.
Yeah.
Something like that, and it'll be a contested roll. See who rolls higher.
Let's go. 18, brother. Get
Yeah, just say you're setting Roz up for failure. That's a 13, which is really good for 2d8.
That's not bad.
But
Really not bad.
it's all right. The veteran gambler who's been doing this for 30 years can't trick a child.
I'm an adult.
What's your
you rolled a d28.
Oh, well, that explains the 13, although I did do that on a 2d8 earlier.
what's
And
your
do it right so we're not
what's your-
cheating. Oh, look, it's even better now, so fuck you.
Yeah, what is your what attributes do you use for your magic? Do you use Chris?
Element-wise?
Like because you don't, right? You don't have to make checks, you just pull the cards.
just-
No,
right?
but he does have a what is it, entropist? So
Right, but the only
Yeah, what does
spell
that
I have
work?
from that doesn't take... Like, I don't have anything that uses...
Yeah, you
stats.
never use a roll. Okay. Yeah.
Kind of by design.
That's fine. Let's see here. An 18. Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah.
You rolled well. Yeah, you
It's
can follow along.
He's a smart lad, so I don't mind it.
You rolled well.
Yeah.
No.
So.
If nothing else, I can
how
take
does that
comfort in the
work?
fact
You
that,
just toss-
like, I actually kind of like it this way because, like, I did a really good job. Like, there's no way she should have been able to
Yeah.
spot it. And yet...
So how do you roll it out from under there, or like how do you make it disappear or whatever? I'm not sure.
So, seeing that you picked up on, like, the correct one,
Mhm.
Roz will be a little surprised at first. She's like, I mean, maybe you have more talent for this than I gave you credit. See, and she's going to now show you with the cups. It's like, okay, so like when you move, like this whole first part is just nothing. That's just moving them around. That's just to kind of lull them to sleep a bit. And then when the time comes, you move this cup and you tilt it up, and it looks like it's going to stay put, but you don't. You like circle your wrist around and cover it up again.
Mhm.
And that's the moment you trick them because they think it's moved. They're sure they saw it with their own eyes, so they're going to pick the wrong one.
Hmm.
All you have to do is tip it in such a way that it keeps it in that cup.
I see what you're doing. It's tricksy.
Right. And this is why I want you to be careful with it. It's good that you can spot
Okay.
these things. That's important. But I want you to realize that a lot of times this isn't about luck at all. It's about manipulating things in your favor.
Well, that's a little ominous. I'll be honest.
Which is why I want you to be careful with it.
Okay.
Because if someone catches you making that maneuver with a cup, not only are they going to know where the ball is, but they're also going to know that you were trying to swindle them. And we don't like
Oh.
swindling, do we?
Okay. No, we don't like swindling. I agree.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Yes. We played that game once. We're not playing that one again.
All right. So in the gambling, how do we do this?
As far as like what your skill is?
Yeah, well, how do we like? So if we're gambling, right, and you did that, you're just demonstrating.
Hmm.
Oh, I see. You're trying
I'm not
to.
sure.
Kestrel's trying to figure out what you do to gamble. What part of that is gambling?
Yeah, what part of this
The-
is the gambling part?
the skill part, or
No, like as in, you haven't explained to her. Okay, you have them guess that you have them bet so much that they can find the right one, and then you hide it from them and cheat them, and then they lose. Like you haven't explained that part to her.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, I see.
So
Kestrel's.
essentially, you want to use people's own confidence against them. Because when it comes down to a game of luck, everyone's equal. But if you can tilt the scales in your favor,
Mhm.
you'll win more often than you lose. And the other key is, and I'm not just telling you this to be careful, this is just a good rule of thumb in general, you can't take somebody for all they're worth. Get them for a little bit of money, sure. A fool and their money are soon parted. But you hit them for too much, they're going to start asking questions. They're going to start looking for revenge. They're going to start trying to get their money back in ways that may or may not always be over a table. So it's good to get a little bit of money here and there, and I've been trying to set aside some money for our journey by doing this along the way. But just like you should never wager too much, you should also never ask somebody else to, because then people get desperate.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing I'm just wagering a multi-tool. Or whatever this thing is.
Right. That's why it's always fun when you're not playing for money. I mean, sure, someone might get upset if you take the shirt off their back, but...
But you wagered the shirt, so, you know. Okay, well, that was a practice round, or do I win your shirt?
You can have the shawl.
No, I want to go. I pick up the cups, and, I want to do this, too. So am I doing Dex?
Yeah, if you're doing it the same way. Dex versus the Insight of
I'm
Rosalind.
going to roll a d28
right.
again. Mine's an 11.
So close. So close.
Yep. Rosalind sees through it.
All right. I toss them around and whatever, and I'm like, okay, pick it.
It's the one on the left.
And I pick it up, and I'm like, all right, I'll get better at it.
It takes practice. You know, it's the same as, you know, I can pull a deck of cards out, not the ones I use for attacking, just another one, and kind of like riff through them real quick, and then like there's an ace of spades on the bottom, and then riff through them again real quick, shuffle them, ace of spades on the bottom. It's like, it's all in the hands. It's something that you can do repeatedly. Just got to practice, kind of like what you're doing with reading.
Yeah, I don't think I need to get good at swindling people, but you know, but this is fun. Could be a good game for all of us to do together sometime, maybe. You want my multi-tool?
That's
You can
okay.
win.
But thank you. I think you should keep it. And by the way, this is why I taught you in the first place. I don't think you should be trying to swindle people either. But I do think, especially since you were cooped up for so long, it wouldn't hurt for you to just be a little bit more observant. Keep your eyes out for stuff like this. Because other people are going to try and cheat us, whether it's in a card game or otherwise. And the more you can spot, the better.
All right. Keeping my eyes open. Well, this was fun, Rosalind. I hope you have a good night, okay?
You too. And hey, go easy on Gunolf, will you?
I'm trying.
I know.
I'm not trying to hurt his feelings. I'm not, I promise.
And you don't have to feel like you can't dance with someone else. Just, you know, at least now you're very aware of how he feels. So don't change the way you act because of it. Just keep it in mind.
Okay. I will. And we had that talk, you know. I told him what I was gonna do, and he seemed to understand a bit. And so, I don't know. I hope things are okay from here. No more miscommunications.
I have bad news for you. There's going to be more miscommunications.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what?
Shit.
I don't like
Oh,
that.
we got through them all.
Okay.
I love the two of you to pieces, but I feel like this is going to happen again. So just be ready for it.
Okay. I'll be ready for it. And then she bids Rosalind good night and goes up to probably what is their shared room, I assume.
Sure.
Also, what skill do you give me?
I'll have to put it
True.
in chat at some point.
Cool. All right.
And Rosalind, what are you doing for your camp activity?
I'm going to transcribe the entry of the book that is talking about Neravine's meeting with her grandfather, with Kestrel's grandfather, whose name I'm blanking on.
We're here, but yeah.
Here.
And then essentially make it like, kind of like a mix between a Mad Lib and a workbook, where it'll let her kind of work through adding in certain words to the story. And we're doing some more application stuff now because we've done enough like letters. C is for cow stuff.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I gotcha.
So the next time she reads using that as an example, she should have a +4 to the check.
Ooh, okay.
And that's it for me.
Then the only one we haven't gotten to is Albus and his camp activity.
I think Albus would probably be hanging out by the fire, listening to Roz and Kestrel, having fun and playing games.
Okay. Like it.
And then probably is going to shuffle off to bed.
Okay. What mechanically, what camp activity do you want to use for your boy Albus?
Well,
normally, normally you do gathering.
Yeah, I have gathering.
I don't know if you want to try to pick a different one. You could also go about asking for materials or whatever they from the inn as well if you wanted to.
I don't want to bother them anymore. I can do gathering.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do gathering.
Weeds in the street.
You can. I mean, you can pick some stuff. Yeah.
There might be a chance that I have an encounter.
That's fine. Make your roll.
But let's see, D6.
Do it. Encounter.
Well, I get an encounter.
Well, that's the encounter.
Well, then it looks like we'll have something to start with next time.
Oh, there's a gangster in the alleyway.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna
He's getting
fight
shanked.
that deer dude.
Yeah, Tucker tries to
I'm gonna
rob
fight
you.
Tucker.
If I can't have her, no one can.
Is this
Oh my
where I
God,
mentioned
this is
that I was hoping to have a scene with Albus?
Oh.
Well,
Well, you can come join me in my encounter.
yeah, you can fight
It
together.
is so. It is at the end of the rest. The entire group will be caught in an easy conflict against a threat whose level is equal to the group level.
Hell yeah.
So,
I like that actually. Can it be like gangsters with a hit on us or something?
could be a bunch of things.
We'll have to get to it.
I hope it's not ugly bugs again.
I love the bugs.
But with that, we'll with that upcoming encounter, we'll end today's session, and we'll pick it up when we get together next.
Wait.
Cool.
So, bit of a longer one, but thanks for hanging out and going through it, guys.